Another really cool thing about the story is that when the son came home, the father threw a big party for him. As the party was getting started, celebrating the son's return home, the father told his servants, get him some new clothes and put a ring on his finger. So we have some ring pops for you guys to enjoy, and there's a little sticker on there. It says the father welcomed his son home and put a ring on his finger. You can enjoy your ring pops, and we're going to move on to the next part. We're going to get ready for our part 2 of the Bible story. Remember that older brother? Well, he has his part of the story now. We're going to do a little game. Okay, if you're watching this with someone, you can pause the video and do a staring contest with your brother or sister or whoever's hanging out with you. Or you can try to do a little staring contest kind of thing, laughing contest right here with Kendall and I. So Kendall, are you ready? Okay, so no laughing. Kendall is not allowed to laugh. I'm going to read some jokes to her, and she has to be as serious as possible. Same thing goes for you guys. If you laugh, you lose. What do you call a dinosaur that is sleeping? A dinosaur. Why did the kid cross the playground? To get to the other slide. What did the little corn say to the mama corn?
Where's the popcorn?
How do we know that the ocean is friendly? It waves! Why can't Elsa have a balloon? Because she will let it go, let it go. She'll let the balloon go. She's doing good. Why did they quit giving tests at the zoo? It was full of cheetahs. What do you call a cow that eats your grass? A lawn mower. Why did the cookie go to the hospital?
Because he felt crummy.
How did you guys do? Let's get into the second part of the story. Here's why we did the laughing contest or the staring contest or whatever. Party that was going on when the young son returned home, it was like the party of the century. But that older brother of his came in from working, and he was not in the mood for fun. No matter how much of a good time they were having, he wasn't going to have any of it. Here's part 2.
And now for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Luke, chapter 15, verses 21 through 32.
When Jesus wanted to share something important, he often told a story to explain what he meant. Now, one day, the religious leaders were grumbling because Jesus chose to bring in outcasts and people who did things wrong.
He hangs out with sinners and even, eats with them.
Jesus knew their hearts. These men thought they were better than everyone else. So he told them the story of a man and his 2 sons. Now, the youngest son asked for his share of his father's money, and he took off. He spent his money on parties and all other stuff. But then, the money ran out, and he ended up at a miserable job feeding pigs, while he himself starved. Desperate, the young son returned home, planning on begging for mercy and working as a servant. Instead, his father welcomed him with open arms and even planned a party for his lost son in his honor. Ultimately, seemed like a happy ending. But Jesus wasn't finished with the story yet.
The older son was in the field. When he came near the house, he heard music and dancing.
If Jesus were to tell that story to us today, it might sound something like this. The older brother, let's call him Will. He spent the entire day working hard, perhaps plowing up the packed dirt on a brand new field.
Come on, Bessie. Just one more row. Gotta finish before the light goes.
As the sun slipped behind the hill, Will finished breaking the dirt on his last long row.
I just need some water and a quiet meal and bed.
Will trudged slowly back to the house and left Bessie in the barn with a bag of oats.
If my slacker brother hadn't run off, I wouldn't have to work so hard.
As Will neared the house, he was surprised to see the lights blazing from every window.
What is going on?
Will stopped, trying to make sense of all the activity and the music. Then, the back door opened. One of the servants stepped outside to throw out a bowl of scrap, and she turned to go back inside.
Wait.
The servant paused.
What's happening?
It's just the party for your brother.
The what for my what?
You haven't heard? Your brother showed up this afternoon. Your dad had the fattest calf killed and roasted to celebrate. He is so thankful Jake's safe.
A party? My dad is throwing a party?
I'll let the family know you're back.
What? No. I am not coming in.
The servant wrinkled her nose.
Whew. You want someone to run you a bath first?
Leave me alone.
The servant hurried back inside. Will paced as his exhaustion vanished and anger coursed through his veins.
I work all day. Every day. Has Dad ever thrown a party for me?
Will stalked back and forth, fuming as the back door opened up again. His father hurried out.
Will, here you are.
Well, look at that. You decided to remember I exist.
Your brother is back. He's okay.
Well, that is just fantastic.
We're all celebrating, but it's not complete without you. Come on inside.
Will turned and looked directly at his father, eyes blazing.
All these years, I've worked non-stop for you. I've done every single thing you asked, and you never even given me a goat to have a party with my friends.
You never said you wanted.
This son of yours runs away with your money and wastes it like a fool. Then he shows up and you roast a fatted calf and throw a giant shindig.
Will's father sighed, took a deep breath, and looked Will directly in the face.
My son, you are always with me. Everything I have is yours, but we had to celebrate and be glad. This brother of yours was dead for all we knew. And now he's alive again. He was lost, and now he is found.
Look, I'm real tired. I plowed the entire north field.
Thank you.
I think I'll just go to bed.
Won't you come into the party? Just for a few minutes.
Will hesitated. He could see the people through the window, dancing, eating, full of joy. The light and the music called them.
Please, Will.
We don't know if the older brother ever listened to his father. We don't know if he ever forgave his younger brother. We don't know if he chose to go and enjoy the party. But what we do know is that if he stayed outside, he missed out on many good things.